Welcome back to another Test Stuff install tutorial. In this one, I'm going to be showing you how to install our new RGB animated dash light strip for the Model 3 and Model Y. We believe this is the best aftermarket light strip that you can get for your Model 3 or Model Y for a few reasons. First, the ease of install. As you're about to see, this takes less than 5 minutes. Secondly, it automatically turns on and off via an occupancy sensor, meaning you don't need to manually turn it on or turn it off, or if it's connected to a hot USB port. Third, you are able to cycle through 10 of the most popular RGB light settings via a button on the USB stick, or unlock hundreds of other options via an app on your phone. You can also adjust brightness because this can get extremely bright, and select settings that will flash the RGB to the sound of your music. Now, before we get into unboxing what comes with the kit, a few disclaimers. First has to do with compatibility. This is compatible with every Model 3 or Model Y made. Now, I am referring to pre-refresh, so think of Model 3 Highland, this isn't compatible obviously, or the eventual refresh of the Model Y, assuming that they follow the same path as the Model 3. However, there are some caveats. If you have a pre-Generation 1 dash, no, not a Generation 1 or a Generation 2, but a pre-Generation 1, think of very early Model 3, so like 2018 and back, then you may have a pre-Generation 1 dash. What this means, your installation will be slightly different as you will not have a shelf up underneath your dash, and I'll discuss how the installation differs when we get there. But if you have a Model Y, they never came with a pre-Gen 1 dash, so you're good. Secondly, if your Model 3 or Y does not have the USB port in the glove box, and instead in your center console, then the installation will be a little bit different as well. But just like the dash, when we get there, I'll discuss it. And then the final disclaimer has to do with your SSD/Sentry mode device of choice. Because we believe Sentry mode is an extremely important feature that you should always have active, we do not want you to choose between an RGB strip and it. So we are including a USB hub to allow you to run both at the same time. With that being said, however, we have found that high capacity Samsung T7 SSDs do not play nice with the USB hub. So just a heads up, if you have a Samsung T7 1 terabyte or higher, you may have problems. However, if you're using something like the USB stick included from Tesla, then you're not gonna have any problems at all. Now let's get into what comes with the kit. First is the brains of the entire thing, or this translucent USB stick. As you can see, it has a very long run wire. And if you have a USB port in your glove box, then you do not need to undo this, but if it is in your center console, then of course you will need to undo it to run it to the center console. This plugs into the female end of the occupancy sensor. Next up is the USB hub. As you can see, it's cyber themed. We're actually calling it the cyber hub, and it has two USB-A's, a USB-C, and the super fast USB-A on the side for your Sentry/dash cam storage. Next up is the occupancy sensor. It's just this little puck that has two wires coming out of it, which is a female USB-A that the brains will plug into that clear USB stick, and then a male side, which will plug into the Cyber Hub. The tape for pre-Generation 1 dash owners, a spudger tool to help with installation, and then finally the RGB light strip itself. As you can see, it uses edgeless LEDs so you can't see them, and the wire is the perfect length to run into the glove box. So getting started with the installation, go ahead and grab your USB hub, your occupancy sensor, and the USB stick, or the brains of this whole thing, and place them inside your glove box. You're not doing anything with them right now, just go ahead and get them in there. Then grab your light strip, and with the wire side on this end, so the passenger side, I'm currently in the passenger seat in a left-hand drive vehicle, place the LED strip with the LEDs, or the white/clear looking bit, facing you. From there, go ahead and remove the corner piece of your dash. It doesn't matter if you have a Generation 1 or a Generation 2 or a pre-Generation 1 dash. All you have to do is just simply push this up until you can get your thumb underneath, and then just pop it out. It's held in by clips. You'll feel like you're gonna break it, but trust me, you're not. From there, go ahead, grab your wire, and feed it into this hole right here. there's two holes, one toward you and one further away from you. It's going to be the one further away from you. You're going to see it appear in your glove box once you feed it through. It might kind of wiggle around in there. You might have to kind of search for it with your fingers, but you'll eventually find it, and that's all you're doing right now. From there, you're going to be looking up and underneath of your dash. So this is your dash, look up and underneath of it. The light strip is going to start here and go all the way to the other side to the other air vent. You'll see these right here are air vents. We cannot cover these up. This light strip is meant to go from where the air strip starts or ends to where the other one starts/ends. But you'll see if you look up and underneath this little thing, on video it just looks like a line. The light catches it. That's essentially a shelf. And the light strip just wedges itself right in there. This is what I was talking about when I said that if you have a pre-Generation 1 dashboard, yours will not have this shelf. And we've included tape so you can take the light strip, put tape along the light strip, and then put it up underneath of here. If you're wondering, it's about a knuckle width back. So from here to here on my finger, that's about an inch back. So just kind of line it up with your finger, with your knuckle, and put it about an inch back if you don't have the shelf. But if you have a Model 3 newer than 2019, 2020, or if you have any Model Y, because no Model Ys were made without this little shelf, then you're completely fine. As you can see, I'm kind of pulling it down here. And that is actually why we have included this little spudger, because this spudger you can put up in there and then kind of pull it down a little bit to make it easier to get the light strip up in there. So to go ahead and start, I'm just gonna, you can see here, I'm putting the wire on top of the air vent, because the air vents goes down through there. You can see it right there. So you want to run the wire over top of it, run it along to the side here. And you can just take your dash and kind of push it down a little bit, and at the same time push the wire back. And as you can see, you can get the wire to drop down right there. So now the wire has fully went behind the dash. And now we can begin just pushing it up in there. You might not even need the spudger, honestly, if you have small enough fingers. So you can see mine kind of just is going right in, no problem at all. I don't even need the spudger, as you can see that. And the only thing you want exposed is the light strip. But if you do need the spudger, you can just use it to put it up under there, and then just kind of slide it down your dash as you go, pushing the light strip up and under. And then you just continue to go down through here. The middle will get a little kind of weird just because you got to reach over your screen. But I mean, this is all it is to it, just pushing it up in there. Like, you don't even need a light source for it because you can just feel it. You just keep going and keep going, and then it'll stop right there. Now that the light strip has been installed, go ahead and grab your Cyber Hub and insert it into the USB port. As you can see, it fits perfectly. Then grab your Century mode storage and plug it in to the USB-A on the side. From there, go ahead and check the screen to make sure that your USB Century device has been recognized and is working. Now grab the wire that you fed through from the light strip and connect it to the brains or the USB stick. You'll just pop it right on in. Super easy. If you've ever worked with USB headers, it's essentially what it is. It's a 3-pin. You just connect it on in. Then, like I said, if your USB is in the glove box, and you can just leave this on and wrapped up. If it's not, then you can undo it and then go ahead and start feeding it down into your center console. But because we're in our glove box here, we can just leave it tied up. Then grab your USB stick and plug it into the female side of the occupancy sensor. Then grab the male side of the occupancy sensor and plug it in to one of the USB-A ports on your Cyber Hub. You'll see the second that we plug it in, it'll flash. And then there we go. It turns right on. And there is a QR code here on the USB hub that you can scan that will take you to install the app. However, like I mentioned earlier, there is a physical button in case apps aren't your thing that you can cycle between the 10 most popular that we think you'd use. And the ones here that are glitching in and out like that, that's actually like vibration based for music. So if you were to like hit it, you know, kind of simulating your music going. And then we have some solid colors, so red, green, blue, yellow, teal, purple, white, and then my favorite, just the nice flow of just all the colors. But if you want to get a little bit more specific, like I said, you can download the app. And then the last thing to do is to put your cap back on. It just goes like this. And you just line it up. You just push it in. That's all you do. And like I said, it just clips in. It's just held in by clips. Okay, so I've just shut the doors and rolled up the windows. It's currently almost 9:25. It should take a few minutes, but it'll shut right off. If someone were to like push up against the car, it'd pop on. So if I, just like that, it'll come back in focus. There we go. But that is how you install our RGB animated dash light strip for the Model 3 and Model Y. If you have any questions, then send us an email at contact@teststuff.com. If you're interested in purchasing this for yourself, I will have this link down below, or you can just head to teststuff.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.